Hey everyone, Theta here, back in with a Stone Face Reactions solo edition, doing another Magic Knight of Rayearth. As I said, I'm trying to get these done like one a day so that I have enough time to digest what I may have seen and then also get all the other single recordings done out of the way and all the stuff I have to do around them. But before we get into today, sorry, I'm a little bit out. Anyway, I have done at least a little bit of background work to try and help me remember the characters. Because as I've said, off the top of my head, even right now, I'm still having a problem with the three main people I'm supposed to be remembering. Umi is the only one I think I have right now. Oh, sorry. Umi is the blue-haired girl. That's all I've got so far, and only for the singular reason is that she has a tennis match this weekend that she really has to get back to. They drove that into my brain in the first episode, and that's all I can remember. But yeah, as I've said, I've done at least the barest amount of work possible to try and help myself remember. That was the wrong feature. I did not mean to turn that off. Hold on. This is the one. That tells you how expert I am at this still. Actually, hold on. Yeah, there we go. You can see my hand. So yeah, I've tried to do this in a how would I phrase this? Power, like who's in charge sort of thing, right? Because Zagato here is clearly at the top of the scale because everyone's reporting to him. And he's got the princess captured, Princess Emerald, and then Alcyone reports to him. So there's really nobody else above him that I know right now, which kind of makes him, I know he's like trying to do whatever he wants to do to like take over or something like that, or ruin the place or whatever, but he's kind of like already taken over, as far as I can tell. And then beneath Princess Emerald, we have of course Clef, who brought our heroes here, and then also obviously got into that fight with Alcyon, where she turned him into stone and threw him off a cliff. Cliff, Clef, get it? So I don't know if he's dead. He seems like too main of a character. Like he might be pulling a Merlin here where he just appears later. So until they confirm his death, like if you don't see it on screen, he's not dead, right? So until then, he is the red for dead, but question mark in the middle. Same thing I did for Amuro's dad in the Gundam reaction that we're doing. And of course, he sent the girls here to Prisia. So I'm assuming Prisia is beneath him in the power scale. Also because he's what, Master Wizard, right? Didn't he call himself that or something? And she seems to be not. Here's my concern. Now that I'm actually saying this out loud, she might be on par with him and I don't know it. Um, I was going to say she seems like a blacksmith, and I think that was her title, right? Master Blacksmith. And I was going to say she seems to not have any magic, but she lives in the Forest of Silence. I think that was what it was called. And the forest, so she could be a master wizard too, and we would never know because she lives in the Forest of Silence. The moment, like, I expect somewhere in the future, now that I'm saying this out loud, that there's going to be a battle, and they're going to have to call in their allies, and Parisia is going to leave the Forest of Silence and turned out to be a master magician as well. Just wasn't able to use it in the one time we saw her. And of course, Mokona was there, so I'm assuming it was like her pet or something. Even though it seems like the girls here took it with them. And of course, we have Umi, Fu, which you'd think would be an easy name to remember, and I'm assuming it's going to be the first one I start to remember. Although possibly it might be Hikaru because they say her name the most. Either way, our three girls, obviously, at the bottom of the totem pole because they're still training, getting their equipment, whatever. And the last person they reported to was Parisia, so I just kind of put them at the bottom of the totem. And of course, Golem over here from last episode, who was just a monster of the forest. That's why he's not connected up here at all. He was just a guy who Hikaru killed by throwing a tarp over him and then getting him clean because he's made of mud. I guess technically I'm just thinking about it now, maybe I should have put a griffin down here, but I think that was just a summoned creature from Clef who vanished once they reached the forest, so I don't think the griffins are around anymore. But yeah, as it stands, these are all the characters I know of at the moment because I kind of did this off of memory. And I'm assuming this is on the show. I'm just gonna keep expanding as new characters come around. My only thought process in this is to compare it to like the remake of She-Ra, where they would introduce characters, and you wouldn't see them again for a while, and then big story arc comes and everybody gets brought back. I think that's the only way I can conceive of this. It's either that or this is all pointless, and I've done it for no reason. And if that's the case, then so be it. I enjoy making these little boards and kind of trying to parse everything together. And if what I'm doing in the end of the day is making a concept board for what amounts to be a Japanese version of a cartoon instead of just being anime itself, like I said, so be it. I enjoyed myself at the end of the day. That's all that really matters. So, yeah. Other than that, I believe I also covered what I remembered from last episode, in that the board was made with memories of last episode. So I think we're just going to go ahead and get on into it then. I've also promised myself no longer to do the Wayne's World air guitar. Just because I can't imagine myself doing it for four seasons? Not gonna not pop my head though, it's a fucking good beat. I'm just thinking now though, the gems that I'm seeing in here just reminded me of Nadia already. You know, the whole love is more important than gems sparkle, or whatever the... Okay, so I'm not remembering it exactly 100%. Ah, only blame yourself. So I'm just trying to read the words now of the, the lyrics of the opening. I mean, it kind of feels like the impetus is, who are you gonna blame if you don't do your best for not holding on to the dreams that you wouldn't yield to anyone? 王子フーの3人は異世界セフィールを救うマジックナイトとなるべくエメロード姫に召喚される。セフィールは神官ザガートに支配され恐怖の世界と化していた。セフィールを救うマジックナイトとなるにはまずエスクードという鉱物を手に入れなければならない。Yeah, that's their first mission now. To get the ore, to return to Presio, that she can then make weapons, which will evolve with them over time. ヒカルたちはエスクードを求めて伝説の泉エテルナに向けて旅立ったのである。謎の美少年剣士フェリオ。And already we're going to meet a new character to add to the board. This is what's confusing me. If Makino is a pet of Precio's, then why would she just let it go? I think it might just be an unconnected character. Oh, another monster in the woods. Oh man, that looks like the very first monster that Guts had to fight in Berserk. Just without the intelligence. And less eyes. Like I was saying before, it really feels like Haraku is the main character in the ensemble. I really would have thought that would have been Fu's chance, considering it was a flying monster. It's also interesting that, I was about to say that. Then she said you'd summon your weapons when you feel that they're needed. And only one of them had their weapon summoned. Scyther. Well, they're not following that D&D thing where everyone always has their weapons out all the time. Yeah, we're about to enter hentai territory, I feel like.
Ferio. それにしてもお前たち武勇人だぞ。武器も持たずに沈黙の森を歩き回るなんて。殺してくれって。
Okay, so yeah, they are still in the Forest of Silence.
この沈黙の森は魔物の巣みてえなところだ。何千何百っていう魔物がうろついているんだぜ。何千何百？ところで、俺を護衛として雇わないか？お前たちだけでこの森を抜けるのは無理だぜ。俺はこの森で漁師として働いている。腕は見ての通りだ。役に立つと思うがね。残念だけど雇うことはできない。私たちはこの国のお金を持っていない。ああ、食料でいいさ。ここんとこまともなものを食って。
Did he just give you last year food to Presario? Okay, I'm thinking Monaco. Sorry, Monaco. Mokona might actually just be Clef. I don't know why. This thought's entering my head. I would not be surprised if later on Makino, I was going to keep calling Monaco, Makino just turns into Clef.
食料は差し上げますからお引き取りください。
こんな美人に護衛もついてないなんて。
美人
美人が護衛もなしでこの森を歩くのは危険だよ。
美人だなんて、そんな本当のこと。この方雇ってあげない？
フェリオさん、あなた
Yeah, I didn't think she was gonna be the conceited one,
魔物の巣のような沈黙の森で漁を
but I
する
guess
のは
it's not
おか
really.
しくはないですか？
Obviously, she's gonna be the smart one.
バレたか。確かに俺は漁師じゃない。
Hakuno is gonna be the brash
このセ
one,
フィーロを支配している。
which I guess doesn't leave a lot left for Umi.
任せようとしたら反対に捕まりそうになって、この森に逃げ込めば今度は出口がわからない。
面白い話ですね。先ほどの話が嘘で、今度は事実。本当にそうでしょうか？
あんたには負けたよ。諦めるよ。
賢明な選択ですわ。
Leave it to the green, outfitted girl to suss out the green-haired guy, right?
まだついてくるよ。本当に出口がわからないんじゃない？
それとも別な目的があるかです。便利なモコナさんを奪うとか。
そんな。
巻きましょう。
何してるんだい、かくれんぼが。
明日に備えて寝なきゃ。寝るって言ったって。
The vibe I get from him is from,
しかないよ。
そんな。
じゃあどうすんの？
what's his name? From Dragon Ball. His name starts with a Y if you remember in the audience. He has the Dragon Fang, Wolf Fang Fist move.
パジャマまで至れり尽くせりですわ。
ここはホテルか。ふーちゃん、フェリオに食べるもの持ってっていい？
You must really think
人には見えないし。
that nothing is going to penetrate the windows or the
エル
walls
さんって優しい
if
です
you
ね。
feel safe enough to get into
そうです
pajamas.
わ。でも持って行くのは私です。ヒカルさんは優しすぎますから、食べ物でなく、このテントに
So
は
how's
しかありま
Makono
せん。
doing all of this if there's no magic in the forest?
食べ物を持ってきました。ここに置きますから食べてください。
待ってくれ。
他に何か？
しばらくそばにいてくれないか。
何をバカなことを。
一人で食事をしたくないんだ。俺が食べ終わるまででいい。
I'd also
し
imagine
ばらくそばにいてほし
he
い。
must have been alone in the forest for a long time.
むすっとした顔のあんたでもいないよりマシだもんな。
That's here's grumpy. Also rude that she just ran away from his request. I wonder if we're gonna end up with, like, they've cleared out the forest, there's no monsters left in it, sort of thing.
モコナ、一体どうなっちゃってるのよ。進めば進むほど魔物が増えていくじゃない。
Like Makono is training them this way. Is that the ore? Oh, I forgot this show also had a mid-roll segment. It's not a fountain, though. Or a lake or a pool or whatever it was.
ここ行けって言うんじゃないでしょうね。言っちゃうよ。いくら武器があったってあんなにたくさんの魔物と戦えるわけがないじゃない。 しよう。引き返すしかないわね。いや、フェリオに相談しよう。
ヒカルさん、
クレフが言っていたセフィーロは変わり魔物が徘徊する世界になったって。だけどここはそれ以上だ。何かある。
あの方を信頼するのは危険です。
I mean, they're clearly drawn to whatever that thing is.
ここにはクレフもプレセアもいない。沈黙の森のことを知っているのはフェリオだけだ。
その通り。
フェリオ、
役に立つ時が来たようだな。
If that really is the ore, that means their future weapons would be made of a thing that attracts
こ
monsters.
の森はどうなってるんだ。ザガートが支配するまでは普通の森だったのか。
いや、ザガートの支配が始まる前からこの森は変わってはいない。魔法は使えず魔物がうろうろしていた。だからこそザガートでさえ手を出さない。原因はどうやらあの岩のせいらしいな。悪いものを引きつけ、より恐ろしい姿に変える。
It's an evolving stone for these weird-ass monster Pokemon.
あの岩を壊せば魔物はいなくなるかもしれない。冗談じゃないわよ。あの魔物がうじゃうじゃいるところに行くのよ。着く前に殺されちゃうわよ。だから二手に分かれるんだ。一方は魔物の注意を引きつけ、もう一方はあの岩を破壊する。また魔物と戦うってわけ。私たち三人じゃとても無理よ。でも
魔物を引きつけるのは俺にやらせてくれ。
これぐらいのことができないようではきっとセフィーロを救うなんて無理だ。
さっきクレフと言っていたが、同志クレフのことか。
Master Mage. I called him Master Wizard.
同志クレフは私たちを助けるために。
あの方をまだ信用してはいけません。
そうか。お前たちエメロード姫を助け出してセフィーロを救おうと考えてるんだろ。俺も同じさ。エメロード姫を助け出したい。俺は旅芸人だったんだ。親は知らない。
Yeah, you look like a bard, huh?
親方に芸を仕込まれていた。そしてお城に招かれた。城の中を勝手に歩き回ったのは盗みを働こうとしたんじゃない。珍しかったんだ。
They look like those balls that you roll around in your hand to calm you down.
俺を助けてくれたのはエメロード姫だった。
それは私がこの方に差し上げたのです。盗まれたものではありません。
エメロード姫は俺の命の恩人だ。何としてもザガートを倒し助け出したい。なんてな。信用したかい。
ひどい。嘘をついたのね。
俺はこの森を出たい。
I mean, that's a classic story, though.
だからお前たちと一緒に行くしか
How
ない
a
んだ。
privileged person gets the poor person out of
ムーち
danger.
ゃんと私は魔物を引き離す。
It's not a great story to put it in that context,
破
though.
壊してくれ。
よし、わかった。
行くよみちゃん。
さっきの話本当なんじゃありませんか？
どっちだろうな。好きな方選んでいいぜ。
It's literally how the Joker's backstory works. What if you do just kill them in one hit? Still do love the comedic intervals and the chibi spots. Now, if something happens to Ferio here when he gets close to the rock, that'll mean that he was a monster the whole time. I just wouldn't be surprised if there's a humanoid monster in the woods. or to just amplify evil in things.
こいつはとってもねえ岩だぞ。
That's what I was gonna say it when he first brought up the fact his name was Ferio. And I'm thinking, isn't that like, doesn't that sound like the elemental name for iron? And here he is turning into stone, so it's like, oh yeah, it's on the ball there.
お前はその飛び道具で岩を砕くんだ。
無理です。ここから山では100メートルはあります。矢で岩を砕くなんてできません。
いいか、セフィーロは意志の世界なんだ。お前が信じれば山飛ぶし岩だって砕ける。
Right up there with Gunbuster, that other show that I'm watching. And Gurnlog on the other show we will be watching. This really does feel like a situation where the only person at fault is themselves for not trying. Because it completely seems like they have the ability to do it. Was that a machine of some sort? It had a whole powering down sound to it. A couple of those were just fucking flowers. There are Pokemon in there. I mean, you can cast magic in there now?
俺は沈黙の森の出口を探してただけだ。ここで別れるのは当然だろ。 あんたにはこれをやるよ。願い事を言ってみろ。きっと叶えてくれるぞ。どうしてフーにだけプレゼントがあるのよ。
Yeah, you hit on me first.
水鏡に沈黙の森が一体どうしたのでしょう。
Man, my dude has some long hair.
生きていたのか。
Yeah, no, I kind of expect that Ferio is going to keep following them. Even though he's pulled on the whole badass thing of I'm just going to walk away now. I said my cool one-liner. But I mean, I don't know why he would change. I mean, he's here in the end, but I don't know. Actually, Persia is there in the end too. And she's not following them. Yeah, no, I guess I think we're still in the process of just introducing the cast, right? We're only 3 episodes in, so who the hell knows who all is here? Well, obviously you do. I'm assuming you didn't watch the click on this video for my smiling face. You probably did because you like the show and you want to watch it with somebody who hasn't seen it before. But yeah, so many of these people that are running across the screen now haven't been introduced to us yet. So I'm assuming we got like what, 5, maybe, I'm gonna guess here, 5 more episodes of introducing people before we get into a real serious storyline. Let's see if I can guess who's gonna be on the wheel after the next time on segment. Oh yeah, the sorcerers can come back and attack now. Yeah, it's time for an actual battle. I'm gonna guess it's gonna be anybody. Clef? Wasn't it Mokona last time? That's a cheat. Can be 2 people. Okay, can be completely random. Can be 2 of the same people in a row. Well, fuck me. Yeah. No, again, we're too early in the show for me to have any real serious thoughts, especially knowing how long the show goes and the jokey nature that even in the most serious moments, we're not very serious. So I'm just kind of waiting to catch my foot, learning the characters, putting them together, learning what the world is like. Like that rock seemed like it was technology. She hit it, it had glowing inside, the glowing faded, and it made like this noise. So, I don't know. But yeah, that's been my direct reactions to this episode. I don't think I have any further thoughts. It didn't seem that deep to me. So, yeah, I'll just catch you next time, which should be tomorrow whenever you see this. So yeah, this has been Theta, Stoneface Reactions, and the solo of Magic Knight Rayearth. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video and what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?